Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action on Arena in Explorer, as it always is. Come with me if you want to dino, if you want to defeat opponents, a wide range of opponents with deadly Stampede dinosaurs. 5 ways. How's it going? Hopefully all is well. Continuing, I think, to outdo myself with those thumbnails. I love it. The face swapping, finding just the right image, putting my face on there, because sometimes it doesn't work artificially. It switches them and it gets pretty freaky in some cases. But yes, happy to have you here. Anybody else watching right now, later on, hopefully your week has been better than me. My car did just go away on the truck, the pickup truck, the tow truck. Car got wrecked with the deer there, and yeah, went away today. I got my rental so I can go to work tomorrow fantastically. And but this is the fantastic potential here. And don't forget, as last night, you can see down below, we got the link tree for anybody that is, well, looking for everything. Yeah, some of you might have seen it on the Discord. The link to that on the link tree in the description. I don't always talk about dinosaurs, but deer, oh dear. The opponent might be saying to themselves, oh dear, why did I face off against this deck? And the guide as well, if anybody is new. There's that 2-hour live primer that I did some time ago. Some of the changes, nothing major has changed. The idea is the same. It usually stays the same for me. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, as always. But last night I did face a bunch of aggro, and maybe some of you guys have faced some aggro before. The Unstoppable Slasher, I think many of us know that card. 2 and a black, when it connects, we lose half our life. That's not great. That's a lot. And then if they play the Bloodletter, you just die. But the Unstoppable Slasher has 3 toughness. Trumpeting Carnosaur has the ability to discard itself, deal 3 damage to that creature, save ourselves, and buy a bit of time. But if I don't need to take anything out, it's part of the package of Ghalta, a devastating package. So hopefully that combo won't be quite as gross with this. But if I want a little bit more interaction, maybe Red Cap Melee. This is mainly for that Rakdos or mono red aggro matchup, which I have faced a little bit today, a little bit more than I expected. It was kind of non-existent for a while there, but if we face off against that deck, boom, Red Cap Melee. It's kind of like the Red Fatal Push, which is quite fantastic. I don't have to go into another color. Lovely stuff. Flame Sweep as well, still in there. Hornet Queen, well, if they have a bunch of flying stuff, we have the Swarm, as always, of flying Death Touchers. But I say we get right into it. This is probably the all-time record for an introduction. Again, I could go on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I could just sit here and you guys ask questions. Then we go off on tangents. And yeah, I'm sure some of you are keeping an eye on the U.S. election coming up. Well, it's happening right now. That's about all I'm going to say. I just want the best for people. There's some pros and cons from both sides. We'll leave it at that. I'm in Canada too, so I don't really have too much of a dog in the game, I guess, as they say. But this hand looks fantastic. It is only 1 land. Technically, well, it was about to be 4. We did lose out, but Commune fantastically, grabbing that Stomping Ground. Now, I grabbed a Stomping instead of Cavern, of course, because this opponent is probably not on counter spells. Black and red. Oh my, wow. That just got a whole lot better. Things are going downhill. Dino in the game, yeah. I don't have a Dino in the game with the US election, but Stomping Ground. Sylvan Scrying will grab. Let me think. Stomping Ground. And then we'll grab Castle Garenbrig with Archdruids. We would be able to play Carnage. Of course, we probably have to use Sylvan Scrying at some point. But I could also draw land for the turn and be able to get Vaultborn Tyrant on turn 4. That's really what I'm looking at. Hopefully. Can't play Trumpeting Carnosaur. It does need 2 red. Castle Garenbrig makes 6 green. That's not going to do it. Not at all. Oh, pardon me. Okay. So it is Rakdos Demons with the Unstoppable Slasher, like I mentioned. They got a nice big demon coming up here. I'm not too worried about it. If we can, get some nice lethal damage. If we draw Ghalta next turn or the turn after that, the opponent could be mostly dead. Carnage Tyrant isn't really going to help us out too much. I'm going to grab a commercial district, see if there's a land on top or a Ghalta. We don't need a Regisaur Alpha. We're digging and getting closer to the land, the Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I'm able to play Vaultborn at the very least, hopefully. Of course, that 6/6 demon from the opponent is going to be rough, but Hornet Queen next game is going to be quite nice. I won't have to worry nearly as much about such a big flying creature. I would imagine we should be basically dead. Yeah, no, not come back from that, unfortunately. But we can get him. We can get him next one. Trumpeting Carnosaur is not doing a whole lot. Trumpeting Carnosaur would have been the Hornet Queen in that case. So if we go back and evaluate, well, the opponent probably would have gotten rid of Hornet Queen with the Thoughtseize. But let's pretend they didn't. I reach 7 next turn, I play the Hornet Queen, and then I have the Swarm, and there you go. We buy ourselves enough time to get to Ghalta to dump a bunch of stuff, so definitely quite excited about that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. And okay. Close but no cigar. We'll get him. We'll get him. It was a pretty nice recovery, though. Starting off with a hand with only 1 land. Of course, I would only keep a 1-land hand if I also had stuff that grabbed lands and whatnot. I think that's pretty much a given. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Lovely. Fantastic. You're getting into... Okay. Okay. Hey, you might as well. Gotta start out somewhere. Next turn, well, turn 2, we're going with Sylvan Scrying. So we have to play for the turn. We got Sunken Citadel. Lovely. No, I might use Sylvan Scrying because, of course, I do expect a Thoughtseize. If they play it, well, Sylvan Scrying is gone. But if they don't Thoughtseize on turn 1, oh, you got a Thoughtseize on turn 1. You got to do it. Of course, we have taken a fair bit of damage, getting ourselves pinged, but we turned we turned Sylvan into something that can't be discarded. Of course, Stamping Sphere is going to be quite problematic for our chances. We do have Archdruid's Charm to get rid of it, so that's kind of what we're hoping for now. Oh boy. Alan Pep, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes, it has been a while. I've been good. I've been good. Could be a little bit better in this particular moment, facing off against the lovely opponent, bringing in the Damping Sphere. That hurts with all the lands that tap for multiple mana. Aside from the deer, running into that, Alan, it's been good. Things are going better. Better and better. Life is good enough. Is this going to be good enough? At the very least, we will have some... folks. Look what we have here. This is getting very interesting indeed. Of course, we have to play Palani's Hatcher. We want a bunch of blockers. That's just how it is. But if it makes sense to do so, we can take out that Damping Sphere and devastate the opponent. Hopefully. Cross my fingers. That does sound interesting. Hopefully it doesn't come back up, JDX. Perhaps assorted liquor maybe doesn't mix so well, or something like that. Gonna try and take out the Graveyard Glutton. It would be nice. Might as well. one less creature I have to worry about. And then I still have 2 more blockers. Kind of forgot I had Ghalta Stampede Tyrant in my hand. How did I miss that? Can't believe I missed that, huh? Okay, sacrifice an egg, maybe a fatal push that token. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. That's not too bad. Huh. I like our chances here. I like them quite a bit. We're going to wait and... Well, I'll try to take our Liliana of the Vale. Like, okay, there's the fatal push. That's okay. That's how she goes. Liliana of the Vale, I mean, hopefully I only lose that Sunken. We're on track to play Ghalta. I just hope they don't go Thoughtseize. We'll see. Oh boy. Oh no, no Thoughtseize, don't. Well, we'll get rid of Damping Sphere. They'll get rid of Ghalta, sadly. That's just how it goes, and I hope they don't have another one. Ghalta's gone. This opponent is pretty wise to my ways, I think. Also cooked your favorite meal. Huh. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried here. Haunted Ridge? I don't think they have. Yeah, no, we should be good. Take out Liliana of the Vale. That might be nice. I don't think we're dead, but we could be if they play another Unholy Annex. Oh, I see. Sounds good. Sounds good. Drain for exactly lethal. Well, we can't always start off with a win for the night, but we'll bring it back around. Definitely. Dang! Okay. I'm drinking a Nestea Zero Sugar, for anybody that is wondering. All right. Oh boy. It's been all over the place, really, today. Some demons, opponents, a lot of aggro, a lot of enchantment decks. Overlord, enchantments, 5-color stuff with Up the Beanstalk, drawing a card whenever they cast a spell with a mana value 5 or greater. Pardon me. It's not a pretty sight. Tons of value there. It's not too bad though. If you have Back to Nature, something that takes out all enchantments, usually you can cripple that particular deck. The Overlord. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Foundations is going to, I don't know, maybe be a new foundation for quite a few decks. It's hard to say. But there's definitely going to be a little bit of a shakeup, I think. Some pretty good heavy hitters, which I thought there wouldn't be much of any good stuff, just because it was kind of a core set, I guess. I might start off with Commune, just to get it out of the way. See if this opponent isn't... Oh, okay. Mill. Oh, the Mill. Not Mill. Oh, no, this is not fun. Not great. At the very least, Commune hopefully gets an... milling 2 Ghaltas. Fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. Really. Merfolk Secret Keeper milled Castle Garenbrig sunken, Castle Garenbrig sunken. What are the chances of that? Watch me find no land on the top. Well, I did find a land on the top quite fortunately, and then go with Commune, find another castle. Lovely. This is very good. So we are on track to play Ghalta and kill them, as long as the opponent doesn't have a counter spell. It was pretty hilarious. I exiled 5 cards. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, It wasn't that good. It's actually pretty terrible because my deck has so many high-cost stuff. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is usually not painful. I'm just happy I had another Sunken left. But yeah, for 3 exile cards, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile cards with a total mana value 20 or more. Chances are that's going to be pretty devastating for most decks, but not for this one. Stuff costs 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. What you got? About to die. Get him.
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah, that's what you get for playing mill. Super dead. And we get Trumpeting Carnosaur, which has haste. Now there is the chance that Trumpeting Carnosaur could find a Vaultborn. No, could play another Regisaur. I don't know. They're dead. I beat mill. That's what we want to do, but there isn't really anything else to change that I have in my sideboard. It's not like I would really ever expect to face some sort of mill deck. Just have to keep a very strong hand. We know it won't really be interrupted. Then we hope we find the stuff. Oh, find the stuff we need. Well, technically, that's all we need. Should be, hopefully. Starting off with the turn 1 Rune Crab, never a fun time. Okay, well, they milled the last castle right off the top, which is perfectly fine by me. Sylvan searching and putting another Sunken, well, the first Sunken, into the battlefield. Coming up, I would expect some sort of counterspell. Potentially, it is kind of wacky to have a third Sylvan Scrying now. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Huh. Well, I'll take it. Hopefully we see a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at some point. No Ghalta has been milled yet. So we're getting pretty close to that. Unfortunately, they did play the dastardly Fabled Passage. It's a land that enters and then they crack it, and another land enters. So if they have one Rune Crab, I'm milling 6 in total, as I did right there. Ooh, a T-Rex would have been nice. I mean, at least I do have one. Oh, Jace is not good. This is not great. Are they going to go X-5? Okay. They want to mill us 15. Not so sweet. So we lost one Ghalta. There's still 3 Ghaltas left. I gotta say, I like that indeed, especially with the Sunken Citadel. And we'll choose red. We'll use another Sylvan Scrying. This is nice. This is very nice. If we saw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, the opponent would be dead. And yep, good. It took 3 off the top. That's not Ghalta. This is what we want. 1 Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. There's 17 cards left. Okay. 2 Ghaltas left. 9 cards in the deck. What do they got? What's it going to be? 2 of those 9 cards are Ghalta. Pretty sure. No. Yeah. Okay. There's a good chance they just die. Oh boy, strap yourselves in. They're probably going to completely mill us if we don't draw Ghalta. Didn't draw Ghalta, unfortunately. Well, we'll play Tyrranax Rex. We'll hope for the best, even though I'm pretty sure we're dead. I would assume so. You would think. Maybe they did bring in some sort of counter spells, perhaps from the sideboard. It's always a very real possibility. Huh. It feels like maybe they held up mana for a counter spell. That's the only thing I can suspect. Huh. We got 8 cards left. I'm sure they'll do something. They must be able to do something. I would be surprised. They can't use removal on Tyrranax Rex. Huh. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just play stuff and... Ooh, we lost... Oh, we lost both Ghaltas. We lost both Ghaltas. This is not good. Not good. We got 2 cards left. What's it going to be? It has to be a T-Rex to win. That's not a T-Rex to win, unfortunately. So that will be a loss. That's too bad. Edge of your seat sort of stuff. Whole lot of nonsense, of course, because it is Mel. Nobody actually likes facing them, but I know some of you guys, you enjoy playing Mel. More power to you. Yeah. Oof. Oof is right. We'll get him. We'll get him. The dastardly Mel. Yes, the Mill Brawl. I think a lot of people have a Mill Brawl deck, but this hand could be the hand. We're going to reach 6 on turn 4. We don't have a play for 6, but Trumpeting Carnosaur, I don't know. I might actually use it to take out that Rune Crab. If they played the Rune Crab. Just glad we got a Castle Garenbrig. Hopefully we see another Sunken. Commune to dig for a Sunken. Sylvan. Archdruids, any number of those. I'm okay. Oh, Commune for a Sunken. Commune. Well, it's not a Sunken. But do I want another Regisaur? I like Castle Garenbrig instead. Let's play it slightly safer. Now, did they mill any Sunkens? Okay, they didn't. That's a very positive thing. There's still 3 left in the deck. It does feel like they might have a counterspell. They must. What are they leaving that mana up for? Brazen Borrower. Huh. Well. Now we know. But it's looking pretty good. They haven't milled too much yet. Another Sunken. It's probably... Oh my. I think it's definitely fine. Well, I like what might be about to happen here. They can't counter it. It could be Ether Gust. Hashtag pre-recorded. I'm going to leave it on top. They don't know they're about to die. If they spend any amount of mana, they will die. Which is what we want. It's okay. That's okay. Just hope they don't have another one. I can feel it.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Just dead. You're just dead. That's what you get. That's what you get. Boom. Slaughtered. Absolutely. Trumpeting Carnosaur certainly feels better than something that isn't a creature, isn't a dino. Could have been a spell. Wouldn't have... Well, could have been a non-creature spell. Wouldn't have been put onto the battlefield. Oh, look. With both Trumpetings, I got a Regisaur and a Palani's put on. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is more than ruthless aggression. I don't know.
You won! You did it!
Yeah. I like Trumpeting Carnosaur. Of course, there could be something a little bit better than Trumpeting Carnosaur. The fact it's a dino, the fact it has trample, the fact it could take something out at instant speed that can't be countered. Keep in mind, it's not like I'm casting a spell. Trumpeting Carnosaur, it's 3 damage, instant speed. Pardon me. Yes, very spicy indeed. I mean, it's certainly a very good stand-in for Sire of 7 Deaths, but perhaps that fantastic Eldrazi coming in a short time with foundations, maybe I just won't even continue to use it because perhaps for whatever reason I come to love Trumpeting Carnosaur even more than Sire of 7 Deaths. I certainly didn't need the extra Palani's or Regisaur to kill them, so if that's the case, And oftentimes it's overkill, whatever trumpeting grabs. I might prefer the always super scary, painful Sire of 7 Deaths there. But we'll get back into it, grinding, hopefully. Getting into Diamond, of course. That'll be a whole lot sooner than the previous month. On track for that. Oh boy. Hopefully it's regular Azorius Control. It's probably been 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks since I faced regular Azorius Control. Yes, Solar Updraft. How's it going? Pardon me. Okay. Maybe it's going to be Orzhov Doom Foretold. With that Elspeth avatar, it kind of makes me suspect it a little bit. Just a bit. I love my voice too. I've heard that before. I've put some of you to sleep. Some of you had mentioned that, especially because I start late. There's a very good chance, but one day I'll do voiceover work. We'll see. That'd be a pretty fantastic work from home job if I get a good enough setup, but I appreciate that you like the voice. Ooh, what do we got going on? Rakdos, black and red mid-range, possibly something like that. At the very least, hey, look, I got a bunch of Trumpeting Carnosaurs. I can just kill the Blood Tithe Harvester, save myself taking 3 damage, possibly 6, over a couple turns. Might as well. Sounds good to me. I'm not able to play it again next turn because Castle Garenbrig only makes green. But yes, it's always nice. Everybody can catch up later, especially with the Rakdos Demons once again. Huh. I mean, hopefully I draw another land. It would be ideal playing Vaultborn coming up here. Man, there's hot seasons. I don't know. They're all big. I'm not super upset. Whatever this opponent gets rid of. It's kind of nice to keep having those Vaultborns, though. Another Unholy Annex. That's not too much of a problem. The opponent is... Oh, they were dinging themselves quite a bit, but this could be it. We got Sunken Citadel. We're able to make 8. If we draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, they will die next turn. Now, a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant is not on the bottom. 4 I've seen on the bottom. We're getting close to a third of the way through the deck. No Ghalta Stampede Tyrant yet. That demon can't attack. Not too worried. I mean, we do lose a bunch of life. We should be okay if we can play. Yeah, Vaultborn next turn. That would be good. Buy ourselves a little bit of time here. At least 1 turn. It is going to be quite rough, though. Oh, boy. Imagine they have some sort of removal for it. They'll be unlocking the other door, making another demon. I think with that other Unholy Annex, it's going to be problematic. Hopefully the Hornet Queen comes into good effect in game 2, and I get a little bit of revenge against Rakdos Demons. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet, but we're mostly dead. You never know. Oh! Oh! We won! We won! We won! They're like so incredibly dead. Like there's dead, and then there's dead, and they're dead. Surprise! I gotcha. I gotcha. I'm just gonna play another Regisaur. Yeah, I like Trumpeting Carnosaur. I gotta say, it's pretty good. Stack those Vaultborn triggers. Oh, look at this life. Look at this life. Card draw, life gain. Card draw, life gain. They did give a nice, I got to 100% kudos to the opponent. That's what it's all about. And now It's all about death. We send a dinosaur egg into the opponent to send a message that we're not playing around. Ooh, ooh. But how amazing is that? You know, any deck can get wins, but when, there's this one thing, you top deck and you play everything and you know you're going to win, the potential of having that. I've said it many times before, but it helps me stay quite positive. You play to your out, and your out is an out. What an out. Egg in the face. Cracked. Cracked for sure. But we got to bring in that Hornet Queen. Definitely nice to have Trumpeting Carnosaur. Although we saw the demon, the flying demon, as well, we faced in that first match, but also this one. They get that out, they get that online, it's not going to be fine. It's been a little while since I've done that. Let me think though. Okay, much better, much better. Bunch of lands, we got Commune. Send Carnage to the bottom, definitely try to go off with Commune and grab a Sunken. It's very nice that they didn't go turn 1 Thoughtseize. Oh, well. It's not Sunken Citadel, but we're going to need that Cavern of Souls, I would imagine. Did I send a Sylvan or an Archdruid to the bottom? Oh, speaking of Archdruid's Charm, well, how about that? Hopefully they continue to not use it. Unholy Annex, cast it, do it. Oh, good, good. This is on track. Oh boy. Next turn we'll make 7. Play Carnage Tyrant, make him squirm a bit. Turn after that, play 8. Now, will we be able to pull off some sort of win? Possibly. Will we survive the Archfiend of the Dross? Maybe, maybe. If we get the Hornet Queen next turn, we should be safe. Oh my goodness! Hashtag pre-recorded. Hornet Queen coming in hot. Now you're dead. That's what I'm talking. Oh, I tried to make it seem like I didn't pre-record this, but yeah. Hopefully they don't have Thoughtseize. But at the very least, I bought time. I bought time. Oh shoot. Oh man, you got some fatal pushes. That sucks. Hopefully something else big next turn. Ooh. Yeah. B, buzzing. This deck is buzzing with potential. Is this going to be enough to kill him? Hard to say. Should I attack with everything? 7, 24. Yeah, might as well. Will the Archfiend... Let me do the math. So they got 6, 5. That blocks that. Yeah. Shieldred blocks that. 12, 7, 14. Plus. Yeah. Yeah. Attack with everything. Like the looks of that. Hold the Dino back, so anything that the Archfiend blocks, it dies. That's what I want. Maybe I could have killed him, I don't know. I guess not. Hopefully we're okay. Cross your fingers. I'm a little worried. Go for the throat does not save them, I don't think. Saves them for a little bit. We still have 6 flying, plus the 3 down below, 9. Mutavault can be made into a creature to block something. Claws, cross your fingers, cross your claws. Fable, something big, anybody. T-Rex, maybe. Well, it's not a T-Rex, unfortunately, but we'll just we'll keep attacking, hold the egg behind, and see if we can get it done. Have some fun. Okay, now, hopefully things are somewhat set. They don't have anything with haste, so I have to assume we're safe. Unless they have a sweeper, they could have deadly cover-up or something bad like that. Okay. Okay. I only need 2 insects to connect. I still have 4. Anything on the ground will not be able to block it. That does it. That does it. Oh. Oh. Phew. All right. 1 win away. Okay. I need extra fingers crossed for this. I'm a whole, I don't know, like 3 weeks ahead into diamonds compared to the previous month. Phew. That'd be pretty sweet. Matches are going fast too, which is always nice. Okay. Let's do it again. It's quite simple. You just have to top deck the thing that wins and then you win. Very straightforward right there. It's easy. Hopefully it's not some sort of black discard deck. Could be rough. With that Tiny Bones avatar, I think that's a chance, but could work-ish. No, better. Oh! Pardon me, that's better. Much better. Yeah, get Palani's to the bottom. I'd rather keep the biggest stuff. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Oh! I forgot it was going first there. Ninjas, or whatever. Yeah. I think we're losing something. Okay. It's all right. Hopefully. Nice to see that Stomping Ground. Of course, having a forest type land as well. Next turn, Sylvan hopefully grabs the Sunken and we can play it for the turn, and we're on track for 7 on turn 4. Imagine there's some sort of counterspell, but it's the ninjutsu, whatchamacallit. Bounce the Mockingbird. This is a annoying deck, to say the least. I think probably a bunch of you have faced it, or probably used it. It's pretty good. They got a Thoughtseize, do they? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello, DJC. Yeah, I don't think they have a counterspell for a while. Okay, good. If we could land Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, that might save us by a little bit of time. It's 100% going to be Vaultborn. I want the life gain, I want the card draw, I want to get to Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, but blue-black. Poison and proliferate, I would imagine. You give extra counters, poison counters to the opponent, kill him faster, getting to 10. Okay. That can be very deadly stuff, absolutely. All of a sudden, you proliferate and you got the counters, and it's you get wins out of nowhere, absolutely. Hey, if you're having fun with it, that's really the most important thing. Kind of interesting, I'm facing off against a blue-black deck. I have faced that sort of deck before, though, with the poison counters. Lots of removal, I would imagine, and maybe a few counter spells themselves in the list. They don't want to use removal on Vaultborn. I would get a copy, unless it was exile based. They're wondering what they can do about it. It is a big thing. Has to factor into their calculations, I would imagine. It is nice to have Archdruids, though. At the very least, we could search for the land. If we draw Ghalta, we can search for Ghalta. If we get a land next turn, because we would be able to make 8. Oh, just simply bouncing it. That is one way. But now it makes me suspicious. If they continue to hold up mana, doesn't mean they have a counterspell. I don't know. We'll see what we draw, because that could change things quite a bit. I might just replay Vaultborn Tyrant. Okay, well, they got a lot of bad stuff. What's it going to be? I think you could get to Mythic, definitely. Standard. Standard could be rough, especially with Foundations coming out shortly. That likely is going to shake things up, especially because it is such a big set. But yeah, now the opponent is left scratching their heads. What do they do? Okay, Vaultborn's good. Oh, you got another Thoughtseize. Doesn't matter. I'm playing somebody big. Fairy Miscreant. Do I want to take out Kaito? Shizuki? Perhaps. You know what? I'll just do it. We might simply kill the opponent if they don't get rid of the other T-Rex. Just taking them out with poison counters. Which, hey, you're playing a poison counter deck. I don't imagine, well, you wouldn't be using T-Rex in your blue-black poison counters list, but I have one before, due to poison. Now there could be a good chance that they simply make me sacrifice Tyrranax Rex if they have Sheoldred's Edict or something like that, or a sweeper. But they see the other T-Rex, they have to do something to one of them, or they would die. Sometimes all you need is just a couple T-Rex. Okay, good. This is what it's all about. It is kind of cool though. You joined basically at the time when it was about to lock it up. But Dimir Ninjas, rogues, whatever you want to call them, green certainly can be. Perhaps a lot of people, maybe in standard, green is a little bit different, but many would say the only good super focused green deck would be mono green devotion. This is mostly green, you know, splashing a little bit for Palani's Hatcher and stuff, but who doesn't love big mana? But also, the thing that I love even more than big mana is beating up on people who think it's not good enough. And that's the most fun I'll ever have. I'll keep it the same. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what anybody says. If they say your deck isn't good enough, if you know it is, if you're facing against the common stuff and you beat this stuff, it's not like people will do too much different. If you know exactly what they'll play, when they'll play it, how to play around it, even if you're using something that's not common, you just go forward in that and you'll find success. Hey, the only people that call it stupid are the people that can't admit that it's legit, or more legit than they would be willing to admit. Quite legit. That hand could be good as long as we can go off with the Commune. Now I might do that right away, maybe. We'll see. Another turn 1 Mockingbird. Okay. Sunken. Yeah, let's go with Sunken. It's going to be Commercial District next turn. If Commune is still there, I'll definitely try to use it. I guess Commune is not going to be there. Probably not. It is nice to have Cavern of Souls, though. If this opponent does have a few counters... Okay, that's okay. We have Sylvan Scrying coming up, one of 4 Archdruids. Lovely. Commercial District is getting us closer to Sylvan Scrying. Keeping that on top. You know what's good? To protect against hand hate is if the card you want is on the top of your library, you can't, they can't make you discard it. Hopefully they don't ninjutsu something too big here. Oh, the new Kaito. Yeah, you make the emblem and you make the stuff bigger. This could be a little bit problematic. Just a touch. We don't have anything to play coming up. Now, Trumpeting Carnosaur could deal a little bit of damage to Kaito, although has hexproof, which is not great. Just going to make a bunch of emblems, I guess. Some of you guys were talking about this, and I was a little bit worried seeing this Kaito, the +1. You get an emblem, ninjas you control get +1/+1. They keep stacking that emblem, they're going to get +2/+2, 3/3. Golly gee. I'm just happy they haven't played any other creatures. Huh? Oh boy. The Vaultborn Tyrant is pretty cool. Probably going to use Trumpeting Carnosaur to take out the Mockingbird, though. Definitely. Maybe I can save myself next turn. They're going to bounce the Mockingbird, they must. So I think we have to get rid of it before combat. Good. This is what we want. Hopefully that helps. I feel something bigger and badder would have become what the Mockingbird was. We'll see. Okay, and that would have been problematic. Still pretty problematic. Okay, we would be dead from just their regular aggression. We got a big blocker. Nice, they can't counter. Lovely. Go up to 10, I like that. Hopefully no Ether Gust. Oh boy. I bet they were sitting on a counter spell. They looked at that Vaultborn quite a bit. They were cursing their luck that they couldn't counter it. If they kill it, I gain some more life. I'll trade with somebody if I have to. Moon Circuit Hacker is what I'm aiming to block. And they could kill it whenever. Bounce it and we would be dead. I think they're going to bounce it. That tends to do the trick. Nuts. Kaito, dead, done. If you see him, you get rid of him. 100%. Now, do I like the Hornet Queen? I kind of like the Hornet Queen. We land that. They're not going to be attacking with much of anything. Those ninjas get big. We would trade with Kaito. It's a creature on their turn, and well, they won't want to lose that. Yeah, I think Hornet Queen's probably the ticket. Trumpeting Carnosaur is nice, but it's not like it would have taken out Kaito. Would have gone too big, out of range of the 3 damage from Trumpeting Carnosaur. Oh, I like it. Should be good. We don't have a Sylvan, a Commune, or an Archdruid's Charm that the opponent can get rid of. We do have 2 Ghaltas, which is nice to have a little bit of redundancy there, but it's nice to see Commercial District. That's going to dig closer to one of 16 things. Keep a Castle Garenbrig? Well, I might as well. Oh boy. Sylvan or Archdruids next turn. Archdruids, of course, would be the absolute best thing. Be able to reach 7 on turn 4, if that was the case. It's pretty good, pretty good. Oh, wow. So, okay, strap yourselves in. I'm playing this. Just do it. Good stuff. 7 turn 4, 8 turn 5. Is it going to be enough? This isn't best of 3 alchemy. This is best of 3 explorer. I think I tried alchemy maybe a little bit when it was first released. Not too much though. Oh, another Kaito. This is not great. Alchemy, a bunch of digital only cards. I think that's the biggest difference. But Explorer here, it's as close as it can be to Pioneer, and it's getting even closer to Pioneer, true to paper format. The deck I'm playing right now, you could play yourself too, which is quite nice indeed. Do I want to take out Kaido? I say we just take him out. Get rid of him. Hopefully we get Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher coming up here. Maybe be able to kill him. We'll see. We could have been dead from the aggression that the opponent dealt. With Kaido, the Moon Circuit Hacker, Ninjutsu in something bigger. Yeah. Magic the Gathering Online or your local game store, Pioneer. You can play it there, but yeah. Exactly as you see this deck at the moment. I could go down to my local game store, play it in person, shuffle up, and hopefully surprise some opponents, because they may never have faced a dinosaur deck. I bet they probably have never faced it in Pioneer, or one quite like this. There's a good chance we might get them. Yes, yeah, it's cool. You get the practice of online. You can spam a lot more games, get a lot more experience, and feel comfortable with it. And boom, you take it down to playing in person, and you might be simply ahead of your opponents just because you see all these different interactions. You're prepared for a lot of fringe scenarios that don't often show up. Hopefully they don't play anything too big. A Thoughtseize, maybe. Okay, not too bad. Oh, we got a Vaultborn. We got a Vaultborn. Okay, they're dead. They're dead. They're...
Ruthless aggression.
But you can't do this to me.
No Ether Gust. Don't Ether Gust. Don't Ether Gust.
You know how much I sacrifice?
Oh, and they got Ether Gust. Oh boy. Oh. Nuts. Oh, they don't, folks. Super dead. Super duper dead, because I'm putting a Vaultborn with a Ghalta, all the triggers stacked, life gain, go, diamonds. I did it. I am 3 weeks into diamond sooner. Now that begs the question. Was I grinding and spamming a lot more than the previous month? Maybe. Was I doing anything different? Maybe. Some months are just going to be better. Yeah. That was pretty close. Well, it's a very scary thing, because they can ninjutsu in something big. They already had one emblem. Fortunately, I was able to take it out. But, no, you always got to be scary, especially of decks like this that can do stuff at sort of instant speed. Kind of close. I mean, we certainly ended things right there, but I'm not ending things right now. Don't worry about that. But yes, a very good game. I almost think I should celebrate. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna pardon me. I'm gonna get another drink while I'm at it. How is it going? Yes. I appreciate it. It's always nice to get into Diamond at the very least earlier in the month, so we're on track for Mythic. We're going to get there. Definitely going to get there. Will I switch up Trumpeting Carnosaur? Hard to say, but might have to open a window. It gets pretty hot in this little room, but I will be back in a sec. The highest ranked I've achieved is Mythic 96%. Something. I think Mythic 90s. My goodness. Okay, I think I'm good. Mythic 96%. So if you got to Mythic 100%, you would get into the numbered range. I think it starts at 1800 and you work your way up to Mythic number 1, hopefully. But it is a very silly way they do it. You could reach Mythic in Standard. You could be Mythic number 1, but you're just Mythic overall. You might never have played any Explorer, any Alchemy, anything like that. And you're just the top person. You could go into those formats and be Mythic number 1 in those formats. I never really agreed with that. I do wish they would split it up. But yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, well, what was I gonna do? Change it up a little bit. Maybe use something crazy instead of Trumpeting Carnosaur, just to spice it up. Maybe I'll take your guys' suggestions. I will add 4 different legendary creatures right now. You can search them up, or we'll look at them right here, but 4 different legendary creatures to fill the spot that Trumpeting Carnosaur was taken up. Any legendary creature, green, I should probably spell it right. D. That's where the D goes. Okay. Any legendary creature, green, red, maybe green. Maybe I'll start with green. Kind of eyeing up Calamity, Galloping Inferno. I've had some people suggest it a little bit before. Haste, whenever it attacks, while it's saddled, you choose a non-legendary creature that saddled it, and you make an attacking tapped and attacking token that's a copy. Sacrifice it. Repeat this process once. So I could make 2 Vaultborn Tyrants, which would be pretty fantastic. I think we'll toss in 1 Calamity, Galloping Inferno, just make things even more deadly. The more Vaultborns, the merrier. Regisaur, Palani's Hatcher, more Carnage Tyrants. I love it. I love it. I've never tried Calamity, Galloping Inferno before, but, well, it's not going to hurt. When the thing that saddles it is absolutely massive, you get a bit more benefit. The bigger it is. If Tyrranax Rex saddled Calamity, I get 2 T-Rexes, which actually would be quite fantastic for the poison factor on opponents. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. We're keeping it. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia can be quite nice, but keep in mind, it's not like I'm casting multiple things in a turn. Everything is pretty costly. I tried it a little bit before, but it just didn't really quite sit right. You want a sort of critical mass of creatures that are as cheap as possible, but they have the 5 power, so you can chain a bunch. Maybe whenever those big creatures enter, you draw a card and you just spam a whole ton of stuff. But at least for this particular way of playing dinosaurs, Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia is not quite right. Maybe I should use Huatli, Poet of Unity. I tried it a little bit before, but I mean, as we see tonight, not exactly needed or necessary. I'm just finishing off some cookies and cream, Dairy Queen. Finishing it off so my wife doesn't. She said, hey, just get rid of it. Trying to eat healthier, and well, I guess my job is strenuous enough and I can eat pretty much anything. Alright, we got Calamity. And what other legendary creature? Ronus the Indomitable, especially. Or any creature. It doesn't have to be legendary, but with an activated ability where you don't tap. Castle Garenbrig's mana can go into that. A Castle Garenbrig activation can go into Ronus 2 times. That's a total of 6. We could give 2 different creatures +2/+0 and trample, and that'd be pretty good. I think, yeah, I like cookies and cream more. Cookie dough, sometimes the little dough balls, they don't have as much flavor. You would think you're biting into chocolate. It kind of has the texture of a chocolate chunk a little bit, but yeah, little treat tonight. Some sort of treat. It is a treat just doing this for you guys, though. I love it that much. Okay. Let's peruse, browse. Actually, no. Tyvar the Pummeler. I don't think I used it live yet. But Tyvar the Pummeler, like Ronus, with an activated ability. Crazy. Tyvar the Pummeler is better than Ronus, though. I would say. Well, I'm always happy to teach, but also I do learn stuff from you guys. People learning stuff from people, that's what you want. Sort of collective, community. However, look at Tyvar here. Think about what would happen. Think about why Tyvar might be good for this. Ghalta, T-Rex, big power creatures. 7, 8, whichever. Let's say I have Ghalta down and I activate Tyvar's ability. A turn has cycled. We pay 5 creatures I control get +12/+12 because I have a Ghalta. But Tyvar's ability can be used with Castle Garenbrig. There are many scenarios where I could make 10 mana total. I could activate Tyvar the Pummeler twice. I've done it a couple times before. Not this past weekend. A week ago. It was absolutely nuts. I more than quadruple creatures. So Ghalta gets +12/+12. Ghalta's sitting at 24/24. If I activate it once more, everybody gets +24/+24 now. And everybody with trample, it's exponential. You get the idea. Not so crazy. That is good. It's always nice to have good community. I hear Yu-Gi-Oh's maybe pretty good, but well, it's what you want. I mean, there's always going to be gatekeeping, I would imagine, with anything, but you might as well be welcoming. The more people that are playing the game that you like, the longer that your game is going to be around. However, the opponent won't be around too long if we bring in Vivian Monster's Advocate. It's not a legendary creature, but it certainly does help. -2 whenever we cast our next creature spell, which might be Ghalta. We can search for any creature in the deck. Put a Regisaur Alpha out, another Vaultborn Tyrant, whatever makes the most sense. Thought it was a ladybug floating down. I have heard that though. Yu-Gi-Oh is too fast. JDX plays Yu-Gi-Oh. I imagine a bunch of other people. I played it too when it first came out, which was pretty crazy. But yes, it has gotten a lot faster from the very beginning. Now, one last legendary creature. Or legendary permanent, I guess. Maybe it should be extra wacky. Ansrag, the Quake Maw. I don't really like Ansrag, however you pronounce it. Just because its ability, I can't use Castle Garenbrig's 6 green to activate it. I can only use a total of 5 green, 2 for the green that you need, and then 3 for any color. If it was 5, 1 green, 1 red, love it. Whenever it comes blocked, and don't think we need that. Let me think. Something good, something big. Xenagos, God of Revels, the classic. Fantastic. I've used this lovely guy before. It would be pretty crazy. Xenagos could double Ghalta to 12, and then it could activate Tyvar. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if Tyvar is tapped. Whatever, if it's in the middle of combat, you can activate Tyvar's ability at instant speed. Boom. Xenagos Wait until its ability happens on Ghalta. Tyvar, plus 12 plus... No, plus 24 plus 24 to everybody. Ooh, deadly. Love it. Yeah, I think that's it. 4 different legendary permanents, and now who knows what we're going to face. Sometimes it can change quite a bit when you go from one rank to a different one. Hard to say. Excuse me, hard to say. No justice, huh? A little bit worried with that Wanderer avatar there. I suspect something black related. I mean, that hand is a little bit better. No Commune, Sylvan Scrying, or Archdruid's Charm. One more. And I think we can work with that. Send the 2 cheapest things to the bottom. The 2 things that can get interrupted. Super easy. Ooh. Oh, we got that ninjas. No, we got Esper. This is getting interesting. I mean, technically we have... Oh, pest control. Huh. Strange. I'm curious what the opponent is doing. I imagine a counter spell. Okay, well, it's good for us. It's a very good sign, because I would expect we'd be able to go off with the other Sylvan Scrying. We're on track to make 8 now, that's for sure. Ooh, this is lovely. Maybe they have counter spells or removal in their hand, but they don't know that what I have can't be countered and can't be targeted, and perhaps they're kicking themselves playing that Wandering Emperor when they did. Huh. It's fine by me. They're going to take pretty much their entire turn off. They would have to. They can't counter it. They can't target it. Yeah. I believe that the Wandering Emperor is probably going to exile it because it's tapped, but they have to pay the Ward 4 cost. They might only have 1 mana left, depending. 2. This is okay. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. This opponent is in black. I like Vaultborn Tyrant. I'm just going to go with another T-Rex. See what that draws out. I like that. Just keep hitting them. The Wandering Emperor can't take out Tyrranax Rex. It is only at 1 loyalty. We might as well use Sylvan Scrying. Maybe it gets countered. It doesn't matter at this point. It's fine. It's okay. We didn't need it. They're taking their entire turn off, tapping out. A very cool card, yes, absolutely. I don't care if the opponent wants to pay 6 to kill my thing. Go right ahead. They earned it. Nice to see Commercial District. If we see a Ghalta at some point, it would be good. Definitely like Carnage Tyrant because I have 2 Sunkens. My goodness, they have to exile those. Man, that's no fun. But I'm about to tap 3 lands and play Carnage Tyrant. I can also play Regisaur Alpha, which is quite nice. I can play Carnage plus Regisaur Alpha in a single turn, which is pretty nuts. Will they have some sort of removal? Should I play both? Should I have played both? Will they have a sweeper coming up? Which would mean I should not have done this. Fatal Push, not a problem. I'm really hoping to attack with Carnage Tyrant this turn. Hoping they don't have another Wandering Emperor in their hand. This is maybe good. Okay. They had to block to save themselves. We got that big Samurai out of the way. We might lose everything to Supreme Verdict, or... We won't. Okay. I'll take another Vaultborn. Yes, please. Yeah, you can't counter it. Gain a bunch of life. A little bit of life. Now, Sphinx's Revelation is something I haven't seen all too often. Where did all the poison counters come from? 2 hits from Tyrranax Rex. So with the Toxic, I only have to deal 1 damage. And the opponent gets 4, which is quite fantastic. Oftentimes it catches the opponent off guard. But there was 2 hits from 2 different Tyrranax Rexes. So 2 times 4, 2 times the Toxic 4. That's where they got the 8. I only had to connect once more with some T-Rex, and they were guaranteed to be dead. I know. It's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. Cut. How is it going? I mean, it's certainly going good right here, but yeah. I was talking about, yeah. How I got to the 7 mana was something the opponent couldn't really get rid of. They don't have any land destruction, so I'm getting to 7, and there's not a thing they can do about it. They might have had Field of Ruin or Demolition Field to destroy a non-basic, but other than that, I'm playing T-Rex. That's it. That's just it. Which is pretty sweet. Of course, you could have smaller creatures, which, depending what variation of deck you're doing, it doesn't have to be dinosaurs. You would go faster, and I think more often than not, I would lose against the faster version of a dinosaur deck. Can't win against everything, but I think we might be winning with this hand. Just a wee bit. Sunken. I'll take it. Again, we're making 7. 7 on turn 4. They can't do a thing. We'll play Sylvan, maybe draw out a counter spell. It could be, beneficial. Technically, I should have played Sylvan first if they let it resolve. Commercial District, make it my land for the turn. See what's on top. Could have been a little bit better, but I guess another castle. Maybe. If the opponent had a Field of Ruin, if I suspected they were about to destroy one, well. I mean, I certainly like seeing a Ghalta. Hopefully they don't have Ether Gust. Can't counter, can't target. Okay, Sheoldred's Edict, as I was a little bit worried about. We're completely flooded now. We should be getting somebody big at some point. You would imagine. Statistically speaking. Now you know what, I'm just going to go with Carnage Tyrant. See what's on top. With the commercial district there. Oh. Commit. Memory. Interesting. I like a T-Rex on top. Next turn, playing Ghalta plus T-Rex. That's going to be hopefully pretty fantastic. We'll see what they continue to have. They better have more commit to memories. Oh boy. What's it going to be? Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Hopefully not a Sheoldred's Edict. Good, okay. We connect at least once with T-Rex. That's about the worst possible drop of Ghalta, but keep in mind, I got a 12/12 trample and an 8/8 trample haste ward 4 toxic 4 for a total of that. I tapped 5 lands and I got that power, even though it was 2 creatures, even though it wasn't quite as big as I was hoping for. Now we might just be getting a big win here, potentially. We'll see. We have Archdruid's Charm, which I can cast. I'm quite excited about that. Do I want to take? Nah, we'll just try and get him. make him spend a whole bunch of mana to get rid of T-Rex next turn. See if they cycle something. Or they just sweep, and hopefully not. Okay. Well, they certainly don't have a sweeper. They would have done that instead. Also taken out Carnage Tyrant. Dig Through Time. Pretty fantastic card. I'm waiting to see if I feel... Okay, we got him. We just got him. That's what it's all about. Huh. Okay. I don't know. DJC. Maybe I'm converting you a little bit. At least going into green, of course. If you don't have many dinosaur cards, it would be hard to build up and redeem the wild cards. But I'm glad I've made a good case tonight. But I think I'll leave it there. I think that's a fantastic, lovely nightcap. Not quite 2 hours. I wish I'd do 2 hours, but there are a couple of things I want to take care of before I go to bed. Get some good sleep, just because I did get my rental car from the rental agency as I wait for the insurance adjuster to determine how much money they'll give me for my car that hit the deer. Hopefully it's a decent amount, but it seems like I might get a brand new vehicle. Something. We'll see. It is. That's not a terrible thing. If that's mostly the worst case scenario, it's still very efficient. If basically any creature you put out with Ghalta is going to be big, because any other creature other than Ghalta is big, straightforward. I love it. A pretty easy sell, I hope. Yeah, hopefully everything's going to be fine. I don't know if, well, some of you probably know the meme, the Pawn Stars one, where best I can do is 350. Rick, I think, he slaps his hand or slams his hand down on the desk. Best I can do is 350. I kind of imagine the insurance adjuster is, best I can do is $500. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Yes, good games. We'll leave it there for tonight. Thanks everybody watching right now, later on. Hopefully your week has been going good. Had a good time here. At the very least, if it hasn't been going good, sit back, relax, listen on your way to work, your way home from work. And, all right. Diamond. See you next time. Peace.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.